Hello YouTube, this is the LEGO Palace Cinema set review. This is the biggest set that I and my brother own, and it probably will be for a while. This is a modular building, and I don't have any information of parts or set number. It comes with 6 minifigures. Take a look at them in just a second. This is the palace itself. It is completely enclosed around the back on either side. And it also comes with this car, which is a nice little build. We'll show you that first. So let's get into the minifigs first. Let's go. Our first minifigure is this girl. She has all the figures have the normal generic face that a lot of the modular buildings have. She has purple I guess torso and some normal little purple legs and a ponytail hairpiece, which is pretty standard. Pretty good minifigure. I like how it's represented that she's wearing a sleeveless dress with the yellow arms. That's it for this minifigure. Let's move on to the next. Next, what we have as well is presumed to be the mom of the girl. This is a woman with a longer hairpiece, a more like over-the-shoulder hairpiece. She has a nice red print and some darker maroon sleeves, nice detail, and some plain red pants. Again, another basic figure. None of the figures in this set are really to write home about, but I mean, it's mainly for the build for the set. So, yeah, that's this figure. Let's move on to the next. This is where I start to lose track of who's who. This could either be the theater owner or the father of the daughter and the wife to the woman. He has a not as basic hairpiece. It's the slicked back piece that was used for the villain in Iron Man 3 and the Iron Man 3 sets. His torso printing is a sort of suit with ruffles and a golden chain. You can see leading to a pocket watch. And yeah, again, sort of a basic figure. He's got white hands to represent some gloves. And yeah, let's move on to the next figure. Should be focused better now as I put it on the tripod. This here we have is the limousine driver, I am pretty sure. He has a nice basic suit and a hat. This is a pretty basic hat used in a lot of the old police sets. As well as a lot of different sets. It's not a exclusive piece by all means, but still a pretty good figure. That's the taxi driver. Limousine driver, what am I talking about? Here we have another character that could have be a lot of different things. He could be an actor, he could be another person going to the movie, he could be a relative of the other two, he could be the film director, but he has a camera, so I like to think he's a newspaper writer, and he has a camera to take pictures of the theater for the LEGO News. He has a Indiana Jones style fedora, again the normal face, and then if we move the camera out of the way, you can see it's sort of a light and dark blue there instead of a straight black. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but that's what it is. That's the newspaper writer. And the last of the figures is this person who works at the theater. I don't know what people who work at theaters are called, but he's sort of like probably the teenager getting money or the person who's worked there since they opened, but that's him. This is my personal favorite figure out of all of them, just because of the white and blue print and the nice red bow tie gives a lot of detail, in my opinion. And he has the same hat as the taxi driver did, but in a blue color. Still not a very rare piece. That's it for the figures. Let's move on to the not taxi. It's the limousine. Let's move on to the limousine build. We're already 5 minutes into this review, and it's pretty. It's already going to be a long one, I can already tell. So this is the limousine build included with the set. It is a 6-stud base, as you can see right here, 6-stud wide. Hang on a second. I have here a car from a Lego Police set, and you can see that it is a bit wider than at least the old style of police car. These are 4 wide base, and this is a 6 wide. However, it is more of a square because the wheels do not go out at all from the rims, which gives it a very sleek design. Wheels work just fine. They're Technic wheels, and yeah, you can fit, I believe, 3 figures in. There's some $100 bills in there to pay for your tickets. I think you can fit some figures in there. I'm going to fit the max right. So there you go. You can fit 3 minifigures in there comfortably. I tried to fit 4 in so we could get the whole family, but you can't fit all 3. You can fit the driver and the woman and child. I don't think you can fit 2 adults in the back seat. I think the child works better. But yeah, that's basically it for the taxi. I like the use of this front piece right here. If I can take that off, I don't know if that'll come off. Alright, so I like the use of this section for the engine. It's a bit of studs on the side construction. It just creates a very nice design that I haven't really seen before from a Lego set. So yeah, that's it for the I keep calling it a taxi. That's it for the build of the limousine. So let's move on to what you've probably been waiting for, the palace itself. Oh, wait, there's more. Before we can go inside, you have to see these tiny builds. So there are 2 spotlight builds, which you can place on the outside of the theater, which I will show you when I go to the exterior. And there are also some railings to guide you into the inside, I guess. Both pretty cool side builds. I like the spotlights more. It's just a unique build. I haven't really seen that before. I like the silver piece on the bottom. That's a pretty hard to find piece. Yeah, that's the mini build, so let's get into the build finally. There's nothing more. Let's get to the build. Starting off from the left side of the building, we have some movie posters, as well as one of those spotlights that I mentioned a little bit ago. The movie titles we have playing here, we have The Brick Separator. Which, fun little piece. This comes with a green brick separator, which I think is supposed to represent the brick separator. These are stickers on here. Then, next to that we have Mystery on the Monorail, which sounds like a pretty interesting movie. Another good sticker. There's some detailing up here, you can see. And then, moving on to the last one, is called It's Diane Plate with Clark Brickster in Forever Sorting. So it's sort of a Lego love story, which is pretty cool. Then moving on from there, we get to the main entrance of the building. This is really cool, but first, we gotta show you this. So this is 3 Clicks and a Snap, starring Mini Figure. Pun intended. Showing tonight, and on the side you can see tickets 30C starting 2 o'clock, 5:30 to 8. And my tripod just fell over. And it's the same sticker on this other side, but I thought that'd be cool to point out. We have these guardrails here, which are sort of just leading to the door. And then you can open up the doors like this. Oh, not yet. We're not done with the exterior. So moving on from there, on the other side there are no movie posters, but there are these nice big glass windows you have here. Some lights up here. Very cool detailing. This is a sort of a corner piece. I don't know what it's called. A 1x4 corner piece just stuck right there. I think that's pretty cool. Could be used as a shelf or whatever you want to. And then there's this build right here for a lamp with a clear minifig head in there, which I think is great use of parts. And that's basically it for the exterior. But first I want to show you this nice detailing. this entire thing is covered up. There are no exposed studs on the sidewalk whatsoever. Nice pattern right here going on the inside. You got sort of like some Hollywood, what are they called? Where they like the actors, they have the Hollywood walkway or something. They have the thing there. Yeah, that is finally. Oh God, this review's falling apart, but I'm gonna do it in one take. So finally, that's the exterior. So we can open up the doors and go onto the interior. To get to the interior, you have to take off these layers one by one. Oh gosh. So I can't do this with one hand. I'm going to use my wizard magic. So you take off the layer like that, set that one aside, and then take off the other layer like that and set it aside. And then I can take this off with that one hand. Set that aside, and now I can take a look at the interior. You're going inside the Palace Cinema. And then this is what you see. So you're on the inside. There are some cash registers here for your people getting the tickets. I guess these are ticket windows out here. I didn't realize that before. But yeah, there's the ticket vendors, and then you have a concession stand, because you can't run a movie theater without a concession stand. You have, in here, if I can get a good angle, you have, looks like a drink machine, some candy and stuff down there, and then this is popcorn in here. Open that up. You can see the popcorn is just white studs, which is still pretty cool. I like the use of parts. And then here on the counter, there are some various drinks, non-alcoholic beverages, and a gumball machine on that side of the desk. Over here there's a stairway, we'll get to that in a second. Some lighting and a plant in the corner. And then there's also a plant over here that I forgot to mention before, using, again, that clear minifig head. So then we're going to walk up the stairs, and now we're on the second level. Up here, we have the movie that's playing. It's terrible. Please pardon the bad filming. So this is the movie that's playing in a theater. It is for 3 clicks and a snap, starring minifigure, as we saw from the outside. There are 6 seats in here. That is enough to fit all the minifigures in the set. I can show you that there. So we have all the 6 figures sitting in there, but who's this? It's a Luke Skywalker. He's not supposed to be in here. That's because we need, of course, we need someone to run the reel. Right here, we have this reel that can be taken out. It is a pretty good looking movie reel, which obviously projects into that screen. That's just connected by one piece right there. I find it a little annoying. Sometimes it'll fall off while I'm in the interior of the set. But yeah, that's basically the second floor. I'll show you the exterior of the second floor right now. So there's some windows and some barrier, even though you can't access the window, so I don't know that the barrier is there. And if we take off the sign, you can see this nice window, which I think the set can be displayed without the sign, but with the sign here, you get a very good look. You have lights all the way down here, on the sides, here, 3 clicks and a snap, which I already showed you before, and on either side, it says Palace, for the Palace Cinema, which I think is really cool, how they could do that with various the 1x2s with the hole technicals in it. Then moving on to the other side is basically identical to the other side. There's some lights here. And yeah, that's the exterior. Let's move on to the roof. This is the roof. It probably has the most, not the most detail of the set, but the most intricate work, because you have to put all these separate 1x1 cylinders in here in a certain pattern, and it has been done very nicely. Then up here we have which is the top of the roof, which don't know if that's supposed to be removed or not, but it's getting removed. It doesn't look very good from there, but typically it's not going to be shown from there. So we can put that back on somehow. So that goes back on like that. And there's also this nice arch here. Some katana, no, not katana, dagger pieces here that are very nice. Some more roof detailing on this side, which is reversed of the other side, so it's symmetrical. Then over here there's a little room where you can go up to the roof and then do whatever you do on the roof. So that's it for my review of this set. If you made it to this far, thanks so much for watching. And I'm considering this my 5 subscriber special. I reached 5 subscribers the other day, and I figured this would be a pretty... oh wait, I forgot something. There's a Sensei Wu hat in here. Now that we finished the review, I consider this my 5 subscriber special. Thank you for 5 subscribers, and people are actually watching my videos, which I'm surprised that people are watching my video. I'm going to keep making content, whether it's music or Lego. That's my 2 main things that I do. So, thanks for subscribing. If you're new here, subscribe, and go watch some Jang Bricks. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. It's the bricks.